Hello everyone, welcome back. It's time to finish one more project that stays on my table. There is not so much left, just to mount a stone and the engine. And this will be done. I will start with the mounting of the engine. I will use this engine that I used initially for the milling machine. With this engine I could have up to 6000 RPM on the stone at the end. So this should be fine, should be enough for this machine. I'll mount the engine somewhere here. For that, for all of this stuff, I will use a little bit of scrap that are left from my previous tryout with this grinder. So let's go with mounting of the engine. Now I will cut the holes for the engine. One big hole in the middle and smaller holes for the screws. Now I will assemble engine mount. Next one step is the belt. I will use 180 toes belt, GT2, and these two pulleys. Both of them doesn't fit. Here I have 10mm shaft and 8mm hole in the pulley, and here I have 5mm shaft and 8mm on a pulley. So I will make the insert here that pulley fits, and will drill a bigger hole in another one. I will start from the hole. And continue with the insert. This pulley is ready, but before I will mount them, I need to do one more thing. At the moment, I could easily remove the spindle, and it's not really works, so I will need to do one more thing to fix the spindle here. Now assembly a fold together. First of all, I will need to remove the spindle one more time from this machine. Now I will mount this ring over here. Okay, now it shouldn't move out anymore. And mounting it again back. Next one point is the belt. A little bit of wiring and I'm done with electronics. Now just a few things left. It's to mount a stone. After the electronics I need to work on the mounting of stone. It's a little bit tricky because on the same moment I need to make some holder for the stone. This holder should have the conical part for J0 conus that I have here. I need to make something to push out this conus. Also, I need to make something to hold all the part on the spindle. I will use for that 20mm steel stock. How it will look like, I'm thinking about. A little bit of drawing. So, some conical part. Here at the end, I will need to have a thread with which I could push the all part out of the spindle. Then here's some flange where the stone will be mounted. Here's some thread for holding the stone with the big nut. And from over here I will need to do some screw that will go inside into the conus and will be screwed there. Should it work? We'll see, and let's go with this task. So I will start from the bigger part with 2 threads, and to be honest, I need to do in one installation this conical part and outer part. To do that you will see. Next thing I will do, it's the conical part. It's the most difficult part for me. For that I will need to move the small slide on 2.8 degrees. That's also quite difficult, so I will need to try it several times. I will use the actual spindle as the example for the conus. Do I do it correct? Do I do it wrong? Also, I will use the small inner cutter on the lathe, so let's see. The hole 5mm, and then with the cutter the actual conical part. Now the slide rotation. I need to set 2.8 degrees. I could not do that so accurate, so I will set something in between 2 and 3 degrees. Hopefully it will be fine. Anyway, I will check what I'm doing with the shaft, the conus I'm doing with the shaft, so it should be fine. After rotating the small slide, I will mount this cutter that I'm already prepared. So the minimum dimension with this cutter I could cut, it's near 5 millimeters. That's exactly what I have in this part. First of all, I want to increase the diameter to something near 5.8 millimeters as the minimum diameter of the shaft. So let's give it a try. Now conus. I'm looking the slide and let's go. Hopefully now it will be finished cut after several time of fitting the small slide, the checking how the conus fits there. Let's see. Now I need to clean it a little bit, that there is nothing, no chips, and let's try. It stays, it's not moving, I couldn't move it, so, and it's getting out pretty hard. So looks like everything fine with this part. Now I need to cut to reduce the size to the 12 millimeter here for the stone itself. Now I need to mark where should be what. So here will be the end of I will cut until this mark, so here. I need at least 12 millimeters, so I need to cut at least until here. I need a little bit more, but that I will do after rotating all the part. Now cutting off the threads. As I'm a little bit lazy, I'll do the threads with tools, not with the lace. M6 inside and M12 outside. Inner thread done, now I need to do the outer thread. I will need to make also the better equipment for that, to do it on the lace more properly, but at the moment I could start the threading with tailstock. So something like that, when I'm pushing the tool with the tailstock initially. I'm working on a knot. Now I need to assemble all the stuff. So the stone, a little bit of paper, it makes sense, not to destroy the stone itself. Now I will try it with small piece of steel. Pam pam pam. There is hundreds of ways of improvement, but that's what I could do at the moment. This works, not perfect. I think it's mostly usable for some sharpening of tools, but not really as a surface grinder. The machine is very light. The biggest problem is this table. It's wobbling, it's made of aluminum, so it will be not possible really to do something super accurate there. But anyway, it's nice project. I think I will stop on this point. Probably I will do also the protection here. But if I will use it as a sharpening tool, then protection probably will will make a problem for me. So that's it with this video. See you next time.